We have another big one here, which is a new entrant in the Bitcoin corporate treasury space. So it's called 21 Capital, and it is headed, the appointed CEO is Jack Mallers of Strike Bitcoin. What's interesting about this is that 21 Capital is backed by some big names, Tether, Cantor, and perhaps most interestingly, SoftBank. So you would expect that Tether and Cantor are sort of in the Bitcoin arena, but you wouldn't necessarily expect that SoftBank would join this. So I think the fact that they're in on this is pretty significant. It's a new type of player in the Bitcoin corporate treasury space.
It's also kind of like we've talked about before a lot about this in different aspects of all these companies kind of understanding that there's money to be made on this. And so they have basically taken their already existing business and kind of pivoted to a Bitcoin treasury aspect. This is like a brand new business made from whole cloth specifically for this thing. This seems kind of like the end game of this kind of strategy to me. I don't know what
I've seen some criticism here that from strategy holders of MSTR, like holders of the strategy stock, seeing this as actually a threat to strategy. There's a few other interesting things here. Okay, so like one is that Cantor, right, one of the companies that's backing this, who's put money into it, their stock price doubled pretty much when this news came out. So it's a similar dynamic, I think, to the Long Island Iced Tea Corp, changing its name to Long Blockchain Corp in 2017, trying to like cash in on the blockchain narrative. So there's a bit of that happening here in the Bitcoin corporate treasury space for sure. Did Cantor, was that part of the calculus of Cantor backing this thing, that they would get a pump in their stock price? So, that's one of the criticisms that you could make here.
I don't see why strategy people should be kind of upset by this, though, other than that they're worried that people will, attention will move away from strategy. It doesn't make sense to me, really. It just seems like the logical conclusion to this kind of thing, right? Like, it worked for a company that is, losing product market fit over time, which I think MicroStrategy has been for quite a while. And then it worked for Metaplanet, which isn't even, they're like a hotel thing, right? So why not a purpose-built business just for this?
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems obvious that's what eventually would happen.
Yeah.
In that case.
And I mean, by the way, like just out of the gate, this new company, 21 Capital, they've got 42,000 BTC, which makes them the third largest corporate treasury holder of Bitcoin, behind a Bitcoin miner called Mara, and of course, Strategy.
Do you know where that Bitcoin came from? Is it just from?
So that's another interesting question. So a big chunk of it. So it's been pooled together by the backers, right? One of the backers is SoftBank, and I believe their portion was around $1 billion of the $4 billion. So people are wondering, did they buy that? How long have they been holding that? It's not clear, right? Did they buy it just recently in order to form this new entity, in order to back this entity?
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder when they got that, Mr. Masa.
Yeah, and side note, Mr. Masa was once a large Bitcoin holder, I believe, and kind of sold too early.
Did he really?
Lost out on a lot of potential, like a massive potential. So it's interesting that, like he's buying back in now, right? Even at these higher prices. So that's you could call that, I think, validation that things are probably going to be going higher. If this is one of the legendary investors in the world, like ever.